Hi everyone, Dave Knight from Do3, and just a short video to talk about what you can do to try and make the most out of your swim training. Okay, so I'm going to introduce you to our little yellow friend, the Finis Tempo Trainer. Hopefully you can see that there, look. So this little yellow gadget could be the answer to all of your prayers when it comes to those boring swim sets. So what this does is it's a little timing device which will sit underneath your swim cap, or you can actually get it with a clip as well if you don't wear a swim cap, so you can clip it onto your goggles. It's waterproof, it floats, so if you drop it in the water you're not going to lose it, so it's not going to sink to the bottom. And it's got a battery in it which you can change yourself. So super simple to use. Like I say, it just sits on your cap, underneath your cap, or on the goggle strap there. And if I just switch it on, so to switch it on, press and hold that button there. So one of the side buttons. There we go, and it's looking like it's in mode. It's on mode 3 there. So just switch it in mode 1. So it has 3 modes. Mode 1, which we're in there, as you can see there, it's set to 31.03 seconds. So you can set this up to 1/100th of a second accuracy. I'll explain what we use these modes for in a second. We can change the mode there by pressing and holding the top button. Here we go, press and hold the top button into mode 2. And this is a timing mode which has 1 second increments. Okay, 1 second increments. And finally, press and hold the top one again, and we go into mode 3. And this will beep, for example, as it's set now, 61 times a second. All right, so it's a beeps per minute timer. No, 61 beeps per minute, not 61 beeps per second. So it's a beeps per minute timer. And again, I'll explain what we use that for in the squads in a little bit. So timer, multiple functions, so 3 modes on it. And what do we use them for? So they're really good for putting some structure in your swim sessions. Okay, so rather than just getting in and maybe just some people just swim backwards and forwards. I'll switch this off, so otherwise it'll drive us mad. Rather than just swimming backwards and forwards without a huge amount of structure, we advise you to get some structure to your swim sessions. And it may well be that you do, for example, to make it easy, 10 100s. Okay, so what pace do you swim those 100s at? This will help you pace those 100s out, so you know exactly where you are and how to accurately time and pace those swim sets. Now, there's a separate video that we've put together on actual how to calculate the best swim timing for you to work to. That's the CSS video, critical swim speed video, which we'll pop a link in the description down below for you to have a look at. So if you want to find out a little bit more about the specifics of timings and things and how to actually work out your specific timings, then have a look at that video. But effectively what we do in the squad here is we set this, most of the time we have this set to mode 1, where it will beep, for example, every 30 seconds. So that will set to beep effectively the end of every length. So if you're swimming and you want to swim 30 seconds per length, set it to 30 seconds on here, and it will beep every 30 seconds. And hopefully, if you're touching the wall every time it beeps, then you're swimming on pace. Okay, nice and simple. It makes you make sure that you're on track, you're not going too quick, and you're keeping pace nicely. All right, really good for pace judgment, making sure you're not going off too quick. We also use, and that's what we call CSS timing. So you're swimming on the beep effectively. We also have a timing method called RM timing, where we swim ahead of the beep. And again, I won't go into that because that'll be in the other video, but it helps with a different type of method, swimming timing as well, so RM timing. And then finally, mode 3 we use for stroke rate. So it may well be that we have someone whose stroke rate we want to improve, so we will adjust the stroke rate. So it may well be that we put them on, say, 65 strokes a minute, and we will put this into the cap, and it will literally beep, 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 and you take one stroke per beep. Okay, so you can really dial in what that stroke rate is, so that works really well. So we use mode 1 in the squad predominantly because it's really accurate. You can set it to 1/100th of a second. We use mode 3 for the stroke rate. We don't really use mode 2 at all because we find that we want a bit more accuracy than 1 second increment, if that makes sense. So that's it, super simple. Where do you get them from? Well, you get them, the best thing to do is Google it actually and see who's offering the price. The price on these do vary quite a lot. We very often get them from Amazon because they usually have quite a good price, but shop around. I'll put the link in the description below to the Amazon product page for this, because have a look at that and see what kind of price they're offering it at, because they do vary widely. I think the recommended retail price is just under £50 or thereabouts for these. They are fairly expensive for what they are, but they're vital. Again, we use them all the time, and if you're swimming on your own, it just gives you a bit of focus and just makes things a little bit more interesting. All right, so that's the Finis Tempo Trainer. Get your swim sessions really dialed in, get some structure, get some kind of pacing work done with the Finis Tempo Trainer, and you will really start to see your swimming progress. All right, and again, as I mentioned before, if you're interested in finding out more about working out your specific swim paces, then click the link below in the description, and that there'll be a video for you to have a look at as well too. All right, so hopefully you found that useful. If you've got any questions or comments, pop them in the box below, and they'll find their way through to us. And yeah, if you like the video, then click the subscribe button and click the bell so that you get notified about any of the videos that we put out. But that's it. I shall see you